Yep. Like you, I do not believe we should remove all weapons from this space. The Asgards were explicit. If they detect weapons, there will be no summit. No summit, no treaty. The Goa'uld that you are allowing through your Stargate, among the most deceptive and treacherous that I have ever known. Thor has assured us the ghouls are also forbidden from bringing weapons. If this treaty doesn't happen, they're going to send 100 of those motherships here. You know as well as I do what that means. Duke, I'm ordering you to turn your weapon over.
Now, either you take 100% on the Asgard that they'll save you and you can go through the treaty. But when it comes to, that's what there's three of them there, two from Earth. One who's had experience of the enemy more than the other. Now, the other person has another reason why they believe that they should have a weapon. Right? It's not because they want to be at peace and they're not going to have extra weapons there, that it's believed that they need something. Um, as they've had experience of treaties where they say no weapons and someone's there to protect you and it all goes wrong. Have you ever heard that before, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even humans speak about history of that. And so what I'm saying is there's always a first time, and history shows that, even the humans, that when there's an opportunity, they've had experiments of weapons, try to get through things and around things like bad guys do on Earth now with metal detectors and all that kind of stuff, and smelling dogs that smell to try to get out of that and change things. And so you can never trust anything. Sometimes it's good when treaties happen that people aren't meant to have weapons, but maybe certain areas, at least um, if they couldn't have a weapon, they could have a bodyguard who they 100% trust through the Asgard or something like that. If they're going to do such a thing, would be a better thing for people to feel safe, knowing that they got something more than just nothing and faith only on treaties that have failed before. So I agree with him wanting to have a weapon, but then I also disagree with him by having a weapon could fail the treaty. Um, because if you have a weapon, you might be just as bad as the bad guy. Why the bad guy even wants to bring a weapon? Thinking the same thought of deceit. So in the end, you got to show example, I guess, and be more big of a bad guy by not having the weapon. True, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can. There's a point where he's right and could be right in history, but when you go for peace treaties, sometimes they're the most riskiest things you got to go for, the hardest. I always talk about the Jesus story and the God story and the path you go on and how hard it is, right? But if it goes good, it goes really good. But if it doesn't go good, it fails also really bad, doesn't it? Because you can be deceived, have no weapons, and then all of a sudden these enemies have weapons as they think of something that the Asgard wouldn't know, right? And here's one example. How could I get over the Asgard on one thing I wouldn't know? Well, I know that they know a lot, but they don't know everything. And the newer you make something and keep it secret and stuff like that, the more likely they wouldn't know yet because everything has to have a first time experience of something new. And so you can pull a weapon apart. Right? They look for weapons, so you can have say, an AI system and a scan system that does X-ray and all these kind of things as you see in movies. You can have all that, but you still got to have the information of what you're looking for. Like when we look at DNA, and we go look in the computer. Oh, the computer found this, and we know that DNA because we've found it, studied it, and then put it in the computer. So it makes our job easier on a lot of DNAs. But the things we haven't, it doesn't know anything. It doesn't know nothing. So the AI wouldn't know what a weapon is if it hasn't seen one, or it can try to think of a weapon. Oh, that's a weird shape, or it's got a shape. But you can pull weapons apart and spread weapons around and have weapons that use different things like plastics and metal, or even metal and these days you could have um, what do they call it? Organic material. I had a blank on for a second. That could be part of a weapon as well. Organic, like a bone and stuff like that, where it doesn't come up so much as a man-made or an artificial product, right? And they can have that spread around, and it'd be scanning for weapons, and it wouldn't see it, right? Because it's not even made as a weapon yet, right? And so you can always deceive things, definitely for the first time. So have a good one, and see you later. So which way would you go? And the only way to know is what have you already been through, and how many times you're willing to repeat or take risk and gamble in that, or just take the right path and go with the flow. Let me know. See you later.